Seems to be okay in terms of the spectating here and the settings as far as I can tell. What? It's just warm-up. Oh, they told us that they were going live. Oh, okay, folks. Well, apparently there's 5 minutes. Thank you very much, Sam from Fanatic. And apparently we are still in warm-up, and they are going to vote to change. And there's a little bit of I was told that it was official, and apparently the ref stopped the match. Ref, what is going on with the FORREST versus UCS game? They were told that they needed to stop, but they were mid-game.
Yeah, well, I don't know, because I'm in charge of Gotham.
Oh, I apologize. I apologize. So they're going to vote to switch maps, and they just reset the game, folks. So, okay, all right. They're going to be starting soon. He said ready. He told me to tell the guys to ready.
You're going to tell him?
I don't know.
All right.
And the UT admin doing his best. He's got a very hard job ahead of him. You know, it's stressful. There's a lot to do. And just letting the players know that the ref came up and discussed what was going on. But, you know, these things happen at a large-scale tournament such as this. You know, sometimes miscommunication can happen. So far, everything has been incredibly on schedule. The games have, I believe, actually, the Counter-Strike started just a little bit, just a little bit late. But they seem to be on par now. There was a few teams that were missing. They did take care of those, and they're going to get back in it. But we're waiting once again for this match to start up. If you've just joined us, we kind of had a mock impromptu official game there. We thought it was official. The players thought it was official, but the ref apparently said it wasn't. And now they are saying go. So as soon as these guys ready up, UCS from Romania taking on Italy's FORREST. FORREST, very high-profile player in the UT2K community. And here we go, the countdown once again. As you hear it in the background, good lucks, have fun's being exchanged. 3, 2, 1, and the World Cyber Games 2004 Unreal Tournament 2004 event kicks off here. This is Group A, and these are actually the first official matches being played here for the Unreal Tournament. And I'm following FORREST. This time around, he did not get as good of a spawn as he got last time. He's got himself a lightning gun, trying to get some hits on his opponent. His opponent using that shield gun very, very well. He does manage to land what switches to his minigun. He could get an early frag here, and he does exactly the same thing he did in the first game. Not only is he going to snag that first frag against his opponent in the first 25 seconds, but he picked up that super shield, and he is looking good at 100 armor and 38 health. He could really use some health at this point in time, but he is going to try. He's going to pick up 3 vials there. He's up to 53, picks himself up another LG and a little bit of ammo, drops down to the flak area, making his way into the shock room. He is going to backtrack a little bit, make sure he doesn't go too far away from that super shield. He definitely wants to make sure that he's in constant control of that power-up and does not let his opponent get it. And look at that, UCS using his bio rifle in full secondary fire, charges that thing up, fires it at his opponent, although he kills himself in the meantime. So he does pick up the frag, but then he loses it immediately. That's going to make the score 1-0 once again. FORREST now dropping down, trying to defend that super shield, and he is able to do it with his flat cannon, combining a very nice combination of primary and secondary fire with that flat cannon. Going to pick up a few 5 health vials. Does get hit with a very nice flak ball, a secondary flak ball by UCS through the window to the 50 shield. Very nicely done. We have 13 minutes, 18 seconds on the clock, and we apologize for the mishap there that happened before. But, folks, this one is official. A great shock beam exchange by both these players. That's going to put FORREST down to 8 health and 50 armor. He's in desperate need. He is going to pick up a 25 right now. UCS's opponent has 100 health but no armor, so he's going to be on the hunt. He's positioned himself in the 50 armor hallway. He's going to pick that up. He's got himself a lightning gun, and he's got it out, switches to his minigun, and basically backs his back to the super shield. Now waiting in the webbing, he's got his lightning gun in a full effect there. He picks up the super shield, so FORREST was not able to maintain that control that he had initially in the first mock game. Switching over to FORREST, firing a shot combo over towards the minigun area. He's going to pick up that 50, switches over to the flak, fires a very nice secondary, follows up with the shot combo, but it looks like FORREST down to 10 health is going to get taken out by UCS's lightning. Very close, short-range lightning shot, and that is going to almost tie this game up. It's going to put UCS on the board. It is now 2-1, and FORREST off the spawn is going to be found once again by UCS. Minigun in hand, he does a lot of damage to FORREST, takes away his 50 armor, and puts him down to 72 health. But FORREST is going to be very patient, pick up that 50 armor, and now he is back in the swing of things. UCS, on the other hand, he's only got 86 health, and he is going to have to do something to get back in this game. He needs to grab control of one of those armors, and making a very risky move as he drops down from the upper ventilation shaft into that lower armor. He does grab the super shield, but he is unable to get away from the fire of his opponent. He now off the spawn. It's looking at 3-1 is the score now. FORREST up by 2 frags. And UCS making a very risky move. I have to say that move did have its advantages. It did have its disadvantages. On one hand, he was able to take that super shield away from his opponent. On the other hand, his opponent was awarded a well-deserved frag. And that's going to put UCS down. And he is going to go down once again to FORREST as he just assaults him full force with some nice minigun shots there. And UCS now off the spawn, looking for any sort of shielding that he possibly can get. He has got no shielding right now. FORREST has no shielding as well, but he is going to back his way into the super shield area, and as it spawns, he picks it up. 10 minutes, 46 seconds left on this clock. Still plenty of time for both of these players, but FORREST has definitely taken the upper hand. He has taken the advantage here in the match. It is 4-1 in favor of FORREST. That's Team Italy's UT2K4 player. FORREST doing a great job, definitely being very versatile in his weapon selections, using what is appropriate for that particular situation. Lands a very nice LG shot and switches over to minigun, almost gets trapped going up that elevator, but it is not going to stop him. He finds UCS, takes him down with his minigun. Very nicely done. 5-1 now in favor of FORREST, and FORREST off the spawn. Oh, almost had a very beautiful shot combo. Unfortunately, he missed his impact there on that one. He's trying to follow up with another one. He's got his opponent trapped down near the rocket launcher, and he is firing. He's being very aggressive, and FORREST now, I'm not sure what he is doing. He's got his LG out. I guess he just did not have the best shot that he could have get, so FORREST is going to find himself on the upper level once again, looking for that 50 armor. He's going to drop down to the flak area, picks up a few more health vials, and there is the lightning gun. There's the 50 shield right there. FORREST now has 102 armor, 126 health. FORREST has 9 minutes, 27 seconds left on this clock to hold this lead that he's got, a 4-frag lead over his opponent, UCS from Romania. And very, very nice play by both these players. But so far, FORREST has definitely taken the upper hand here, firing a very nice long-range shock beam at his opponent from the bottom level of the shock area. He's going to drop down once again, and I'm going to suspect that he's going for that super shield. And as he does, his opponent has trapped him down there in that room. Nice dodge, a one-shot combo, a second shot combo, but his opponent is being very aggressive, not allowing him to move away from that position. Finally, he gets away. Another shock battle over near the 50 health. FORREST is going to make his way through the little ventilation shaft and then back over to the minigun. He's not going to find his opponent there, so he's going to switch over and make his way now over to the plasma gun, or excuse me, the plasma gun. Very quick 3 shove me DJ Weed over to the shock rifle. He did not find his opponent there, but he is still on the hunt. He makes his way up the elevator, finds his opponent over near the LG, lands a very nice shot, tries to follow up with the shot combo. It does not connect. His opponent knew after that hit that he needed to get away. UCS from Romania, only 15 armor, 88 health. He really needs to find some health. There is a 25. He's going to pick that up, so he's back up to full health, but he's at 15 armor. His opponent, FORREST, however, at 105 armor, and he's going to pick up that super shielding, and now he is going to be very, very buff as we hit the 8-minute mark of this match. About another 30 seconds, and we'll be officially halfway through. Once again, the map is DM Rankin, for those of you who may have just tuned in, and we have FORREST from Italy taking on UCS from Romania. 7 minutes, 44 seconds remaining now. FORREST with 150 health, 151 armor. He's going to find his opponent. I don't think his opponent expected to see him right there, but over near the ventilation shafts, FORREST is going to get some very, very nice secondary flak balls. And look at this UCS. Despite having any sort of armor to combat his opponent, he's definitely keeping the pressure on, and he's down to 17 health, 9 health. FORREST takes him out with the minigun, and that is going to end that run for UCS. It is going to be 6-1 in favor of FORREST. FORREST is going to find his opponent one more time off the spawn and takes him out again. That's going to make it 7-1. FORREST dominating now. It took him a little bit. It took him about 3-4 minutes to really find his positioning here on this map, to really get into the flow. And now that he is done, he's keeping the pressure on, he's keeping it alive, and definitely making his opponent sweat here on Rankin. UCS now down to 20 health. He's going to make his way into the lower areas. Does not see the super shielding there. Picks up a health file, but his opponent, FORREST, once again, minigun comes into play. And with so little help, there is not a whole lot that you can do. FORREST is going to win that battle as well. UCS gets taken out with a primary flat cannon right to the face of Romanian's UCS. That's going to make the score 9-1, and I think with 6 minutes and 25 seconds remaining, we can pretty much determine that FORREST is going to walk away as the victor of this first map here. This is an A grouping matchup between Romania and Italy, and so far Italy has taken the lead, and they look like they're going to be up 1 game over their opponent. 9-1 now with 6 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. UCS did manage to get himself 50 armor. He's got 100 health. Looking for his opponent, firing some very nice preemptive shock balls to see if he can capture his opponent in a close hit. And he does there. So some nice flak, and he switches up to the rockets. Very nicely done. He's now got his opponent on the defensive, trying to get away, but as he does, he gets nailed with a flak ball, down to 5 health. His opponent's down to 32 health, but FORREST is going to play this one safe. He is going to run away, pick up a 25 health, and I believe that was a very smart move on FORREST's part. Do not give up any frags if you do not need to, and that's exactly what he did. He had the opportunity to take out UCS with only 5 health, but honestly, folks, with an 8 frag lead, he's pretty much got this one. All he's got to do is keep his head in the game, play smart, and continue to dominate the way he's been dominating through the last 10 minutes. We've got now approximately 5 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock. FORREST picking himself up a 50 armor, and he now has a LG as well. Drops down, picks up a shock rifle, has not seen his opponent, and there he is going up the ramp to the lightning gun area. He's going to meet him up there, and I'm not sure where his opponent went off to. He actually switched sides with him. Very smart move as he went the lower route and then switched up, went back up the elevator, and now he is sitting good. UCS landing 2 very, very nice shock beams, and FORREST down to 43 health. It is possible that UCS could pick up a frag here, but not determining which way FORREST is going to go. He does not make the right decision, goes down the amp hallway. He could find him, and there it is. UCS going to get himself on the scoreboard once again, making it 9-2. That's going to be his second frag of the game, and will he be able to follow up and convert that frag into any more points? We'll find out here in just a moment. 1 shock beam, a second shock beam, switches over to the minigun. He's got a couple more hits there, gets FORREST down to 11 health, but is not able to follow up on that one. FORREST doing a great job defensively and keeping himself on the run. Constantly moving is the name of this game, especially if you're trying to play in a defensive manner. FORREST now positioning himself in an area where he can get a nice assault on his opponent. Does land a nice primary flak, and now down to 18 health. He is on the run once again, drops down to the lower levels, sees a 25 there. He is going to go for it. Now he's up to 43 health. He's going to back himself into the link gun room. He picks up a few health vials up the ramp, and just trying to figure out what he's going to do here. FORREST is going to backtrack now into the bio rifle room, make his way up to the ramp. There's going to be a few more vials waiting for him on that ramp, 3 to be exact. That's going to put him at 73. He picks up the 50 shield, and that is really what he needed to stay in this game and not allow his opponent to get any more frags. Right now, UCS, hold on, we got a fight here down in the bottom. UCS putting the pressure on hard on his opponent, but look at that. FORREST definitely laying on the minigun. UCS down to 33 health, and he is going to retreat out via the rocket launcher route. FORREST now picking up that super shield. He is at 150 armor, 98 health, and I think that pretty much is going to seal the deal on this game. And there's going to be a fight over near the lightning gun area. UCS landing some very, very nice rocket shots, but it is not going to be any sort of competition versus FORREST lightning gun, who just lands one with pinpoint accuracy, picking that one up. That's going to make it 10-2 now, and FORREST will definitely walk away as the victor of the first map here on DM Rankin. 2 minutes, 28 seconds remaining. UCS from Romania, from clan TEG, doing a good job. I mean, versus FORREST, versus a player who, ultimately is very well respected, who plays a very good game in the UT community, who himself has placed in very, very prestigious tournaments. Is finding himself, not with an outstanding score over his opponent, but a winning score over his opponent. FORREST still playing the game he needed to. Obviously, I do not believe that this is his best play, but picking up one more frag, a very, very nice long-range lightning gun shot, and that's going to put UCS down one more. It's going to make it a 9-point game. FORREST with 11 frags, UCS with 2 frags. The rockets come out once again for UCS. He is really the only one who has utilized the rocket launcher to its potential on Rankin. But you know what? FORREST really hasn't had to utilize that rocket. He's been very successful with his shock, with his minigun, and with his lightning gun. So, you use what works, and that is exactly the theory that FORREST is going for here. He's now got 50 armor, 84 health, makes his way into the super shielding, does pick that up. He's now at 150 armor, 84 health, 1 minute, 9 seconds remaining, and in the final second, the big question is will UCS be able to pull anything out of his bag of tricks? FORREST down to 50 armor, 59 health, and some very nice flak fire by both of these guys. FORREST does go down to 4 health and 4 armor, 42 health, but UCS still goes down with the primary flak that was just aimed perfectly. UCS off of the spawn, picking himself up a 50 armor. He's got the minigun out, doing some good damage on there. In fact, FORREST down to 51 health, and as he jumps across to the lightning gun side, look at that. What a defensive shot combo by FORREST. 15-2. All of a sudden, FORREST makes this 9 frag lead, a 13 frag lead in the final minutes, and UCS probably hoping to pull out a frag or two of his own, but FORREST reversed that roll, and with 15 seconds remaining, he is going to be the victor of the first map here on Rankin. And there is the final countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Italy's FORREST is going to walk away as the victor of this first match, 16-2. We're going to find out here shortly what the next matchup is going to be. 0-4. And what a great start to the Unreal Tournament 2004 tournament here at the World Cyber Games 2004. As Sin and Trillion are next to me, saying the Unreal Tournament 2004 tournament at the World Cyber Games 2004, that's a lot of 2004s and a lot of tournaments going on there. But it looks like the next match is Refinery. Did you miss it? We're going to be switching over to Refinery, probably one of my favorite UT maps. And we're going to find FORREST taking on UCS once again. FORREST playing a very good matchup to start this one off from Italy. He is definitely probably one of the favored individuals to make it far in outside of the full group and into the bracket play. But we're going to have to see. He's still got a hurdle to overcome here. I believe that there are 6 players in each grouping. I could be mistaken on that one, and I will check in between this next matchup. But what we're going to have here is immediately after this game, I believe we are going to, I can even give you a preview here of what we're going to be seeing. Another very well-respected, what is up, Lex from cyberfight.org, a very well-respected player as well from Europe, from Hungary, Varig, Zoltan Zate versus Bulgaria's Evil Avi. And those Avis can often be evil. His real name is Slav Pav. And then later on, in 2 hours from now, we're going to have Canada's UT2K4 representative, Gimmicks, Donnie Chung, taking on South Korean's Swat Jang. That should be a good matchup. I know a lot of players are excited to see how Gimmicks can perform here. His first time at the World Cyber Games. Ukraine Chip Mask, who I had the pleasure of broadcasting in the World Cyber Games 2002 for the Quake 3 competition. Wasn't really expecting to see him here, but here he is switching games from Quake 3 to Unreal Tournament 2004 from Clan GSC Chip Mask. Raman Varenko is going to be taking on Kazakhstan's Scourge, Pavel Sergev. And then we're going to have one more after that. Germany's Mouths Open Bernie, the winner of the ESWC earlier this year in July, is going to be taking on Australia's Sixzor. So we've got some great matchups coming up here in just a moment. Should I just sign? And we're waiting for the next matchup to get started here. Both these guys still warming up. And a lot of activity going on here. Both these players probably just taking a quick break after a very intense game. And we'll find out in just a moment how soon they will get started. Second game. Yeah, right? Is it one game or is it best of 3? One game. All right, folks. Well, there is only one game then. So, Trav, I am going to shoot it back for you, and in just a moment, we're going to be having, actually, probably at the top of the hour, we'll be having Varig taking on Evil Avi here for the Unreal Tournament 2004 at the World Cyber Games 2004 in San Francisco. This is DJ Wheat from Radio IT.